Hi, welcome back. I want to share something very foundational for building any online business. This is how all online businesses that I've ever seen work. And this is what I've learned through experience that I've never seen anybody just say, but this is just so obvious that I want you to understand this. This is dealing with the realm of transactions and conversions and converting a visitor you've got their attention into a lead. Now you've got their contact information and can follow up with them, and then they turn into a client and pay you. Here are some components to just completely ingrain in your being and understand this. There are pages. So you've got a web page builder for your website, whether it's WordPress, Wix, Kajabi, ClickFunnels, Squarespace, whatever it is, Weebly, there's a page builder, right? And you've got pages, and these pages they're a vehicle for content. Each page has a URL, an address on the internet, and it contains content. It's got words, it's got images, it's got links, maybe a video is embedded on it, but the page is a vehicle to share content, right? As it pertains to leads and sales, opt-in forms and order forms, let's say this is a pop-up opt-in. Like you click this button and it pops up a pop-up, a click pop that has an order form that says, hey, enter your email address. In this example, it said name and email, and then there's a button that says submit the form. So there's forms, right? So there's a page that has information on it. There's a form somewhere. This is where we talk about conversions. So a conversion is that somebody fills out a form. Well, when somebody fills out a form, there's two things that's happening. In the direct user experience, a visitor visits the page. They click the button. It opens the pop-up. They enter their name and email. They click the button here. What happens next? The form redirects to another page, a thank you page, a page that acknowledges their previous action, step one, acknowledgement, and step two gives them the next step that you want them to take. Now, this is also known as a sales funnel or a sales process, and ultimately, it's a step-by-step process that you want somebody to go through this form conversion. Pages, forms, convert, okay? When that form is filled out, it's best practice, and you see it, I don't know when you don't see it hardly, is that you're going to receive an email. Every time there's a conversion on a form, whether it's an order form or an opt-in form, you're going to experience some form of follow-up and acknowledgement in the form of an email. So this is the visible funnel that somebody's experiencing. They're on this page, they fill out this form, they land on this page. That's visible in their immediate experience. This, we could call it the invisible funnel. This is your emails, your follow-up. Maybe they get put on a 4-email sequence, and this is a reminder sequence. Let's say they opt in to get a free ebook, and on the other, or an example for the Amplify program, you can opt in to receive the 73-point double your sales checklist. And it might be linked next to this video. I'll just explain how that works. There's an opt-in. Day one, you're going to get the checklist. You're also going to get an opportunity to read a brief little sales letter that gives an opportunity to book a free resonance call, a clarity session, to see if there's resonance and if we can help you bring clarity with this checklist. And then if you feel like it's a good idea to work together to implement any items on that checklist or in that call, then we can take a next further step. And so it's just a logical progression and an invitation to take more action. And so like in this example, this email reminder sequence would say, hey, here's your free checklist. Also, did you see the opportunity? Maybe it's on this page. Probably is. That's how it is in the funnel for the 73-point checklist. You can opt in if it's relevant for you and actually experience value from that deliverable and have the opportunity to experience this personally and see this funnel in action as it's explained. Day 2, 24 hours later, if a person opts in and they did not take action, we'll just have a reminder email that says, hey, did you see that offer? And often, a bread and butter series for this is gain, logic, fear. Hey, here's the benefit. Here's the gain that you'll get. Okay, so click over here. Take me up on my offer. By the way, your PDF's there if you haven't downloaded it already. Email 3, day 3, if they don't answer and take you up on the offer, then you'll be like, again, gain, logic, fear. Here's the logic. Hey, if you're trying to double the sales in your business and you feel stuck, then it's a great idea to review the checklist that we sent you and also get on a call with an expert who may be able to point out some things that you might not be aware of or might not see yet that could be possible for your business. So I invite you to go over here and click the link to schedule a call and see if that's a relevant fit. And then fear email could be, hey, this is the last time I'm going to talk about this. I've sent you emails for the last few days, and I don't want to keep doing that. So if you're interested, great. If not, that's perfect. You don't have to reply, but I just felt like it's my duty, obligation, and responsibility for putting this content out and you downloading it that I do my best to really support you. And so the ball's in your court. If you don't want to take action, that's totally fine. If you do, that's why I'm sending this email again, just to make sure that you open the email, because not everybody opens their emails, and take the next step, which is to book a call. So I just gave examples of email copy for each of those potential emails. Now let's say somebody on the third email, they open it up, they click the link over here, they take the next action. Let's say they book a call. Well, when they book a call, the form on that page will drop them in a new email sequence. And they'll get an email. Hey, thanks for booking the call. Here's your instructions before you get on the call to make sure that we have a very productive meeting. Okay, so there's your homework. And here's the link for the call. Here's our time. Don't stand me up. Put it in your calendar. Show up on time, and we'll see you then. So that's an example of how all that's functioning. Okay. Now, the emails and the automated emails, that's just, we call it the return path. An example for this reminder series, that's a return path to get here to the second step of this sales process or this sales funnel. We call it the return path. Now, there's follow up, we can do that with emails. We can also do it with other things. It used to be easier years ago to do it with retargeting ads on Facebook. You could also do it with, social media messenger bots. You could do it with direct mail. You could mail somebody something, a sales letter or a package. You could do it with telemarketing. You could actually call somebody up. You could do it with SMS marketing. So all these ideas are part of the return path. And these are all some strategies that are also listed in the 73-point double your sales checklist. So I basically described that funnel, and you can experience it if you want and get that free resource that's super valuable. So that's mainly it. That's mainly all I wanted to share. Put a note on here whenever I wrote this that you can do this yourself or have your team do it or hire someone from Fiverr.com, from Upwork, from onlinejobs.ph, which is where you can hire Filipinos workers. You could do freelancer.com. These are just some options where you could hire somebody. So hopefully that's valuable for you. You can also, if you're curious about this, actually click the link to the 73-point double your sales checklist funnel hack. This funnel, be a student of the process as it's happening. as I've kind of behind the scenes walked you through what's happening, but now you can see it hopefully with that new lens, that new perception that will exponentially expand your vision of how the internet is operating in this very simple way, that there's traffic and conversions, that you've got attention, leads and sales, traffic and conversions. You've got traffic, visitors coming to this page. Some of them, a percentage of them, you're going to have a conversion rate, are going to fill out the form. A percentage of them are going to end up, taking you up on the offer that's over here and, going over here. There's conversion rates and contingency points at every step, right? Contingency points, meaning you've got attention on social media. Did they click the link? How many people visited this page? Okay. Also, another thing to note is that on every page in a sales process, in a marketing funnel, there's only one action objective to take. There's only one action. The only action that somebody can do on here, like they can read the content, maybe view a video, see the content and stuff, the only action that there is for them to take is to fill out the form. The only action that there is to take over here, there's only going to be one action per frame every time the browser loads, per URL in the address bar. When you're on social media, the only action you can do is click the link that takes you here. The only action you can do here is click convert on the form. The only action you can do here is whatever is the next step that might trigger this sequence. The only action of the email subject line is to get the click to open the email. The only action inside of the email is to get the click to go to the next step of the process that they're at. I hope that brings some clarity to you. Please feel free to comment below or ask questions and let me know your takeaways, and also take notes and figure out, okay, how does this apply to you right now? In what ways could you action on this information right now? Whether it's remapping out your processes or figuring out where all the forms are located in your business and where they're leading to, and are they redirecting? And is it very clear on the page that you want them to take action and convert and fill out a form exactly what they need to do and why? Do they have emotional and logical clarity to do so? Let me know your thoughts, and see you in the next training. Thanks.